Next question comes from Noah Yim from The Australian.
Hi, Minister. On the Anti-Semitism Envoy's report, I think you've been sitting on that for about 3 months. What recommendations are you going to go ahead with, and what's the delay in the response?
Thanks, Noah. First of all, we gave a response on the day it was released, which was to say that a whole lot of Jillian Segal's report represented things that we're already doing. There were some things that we already did. There were some things that we regarded as being closer to lower hanging fruit. And there are also a lot of, and arguably much of the report says what the envoy will do if you read the report. Now, obviously, all the recommendations that are what the envoy will do are things that the envoy is doing. A lot of that report was done in that form. Can I say, though, you've given me an opportunity, which I haven't had for a while, just to be able to say something about the work of Jillian Segal, because whenever you step up in one of these roles where you're dealing with hate speech, everybody who does this, and it's similar for Aftab Malik, you are always in a situation where you're suddenly getting scrutinised by both people who you would feel were your supporters and scrutinised by people who think hate speech is great. So let me say this. I think the world of Jillian Segal, and I support the work that she's doing.
Sorry, but Minister, there were specific recommendations that she put forward.
I beg your pardon. No. I'll be interrupted on many things, but I will not be interrupted where I'm talking about someone who has put herself out there publicly, and I'm getting the first chance I've had in a while to be able to say how much I support her work, and I will not be interrupted on that. Jillian Segal is doing excellent work in promoting the fact that anti-Semitism is a deep evil. I look at the report that's been the Scanlon report over a number of years, and there are a series of communities that face challenges. For a long time, most Australians would have thought that anti-Semitism was something that we didn't face. But the number of people who have said for the first time they have experienced levels of hatred that they never thought they would see in this country is a disgrace. This report is a report about ongoing work. It is not a Senate inquiry. It is not something that you deal with in the normal way. Some of the challenges had particular proposals, for example, where it was, for example, on the funding of universities. The objective of that was never to defund universities or for the government to make an announcement about defunding universities. The objective of that was to make sure that we could do more to stamp out anti-Semitism at universities. That's the approach that we are taking, which both the Prime Minister and I announced the day that Jillian Segal issued that report. We said that we supported it, we said how we would be dealing with the report, and I welcome the chance that you've given me with this question to be able to indicate my support for what Jillian Segal's doing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you before, but if I could, there were specific proposals that do require federal leadership. I'm wondering if there's any movement on that.
It's your third go of one go. I've given you the response I wanted to give.
Thank you, Minister.